Why did you join Exodus International?
I spent over a decade in the church. And so when I got to the point of desperation after I was told as a teenager I was demon possessed, that I had to change, it was a strain on, there were no pastors that would actually address the issue of homosexuality with me. So Exodus was like a last ditch attempt, and it promised something that was palpable. And I would argue with Alan, yes, there was the word cure thrown around all the time. So when I did go into Exodus, it was a last-ditch effort to change my sexual orientation to keep validity to my own personal ministry.
How long were you there?
I was there for, I believe, a couple of months, but the damage after a couple of months was astounding, and it kind of bears true witness to the poor souls that were in it for years on end, and the damage that it's done nationally and internationally is unprecedented.
What happened? Just kind of talk us through, for people who aren't familiar with exactly what happens in these therapy sessions. What do they talk about? What do they do?
Well, it was kind of laughable because it was an entire circle of men who were gay that were sharing homoerotic stories about their experiences. They wanted to know how many times I masturbated during the week. They wanted to know what I thought about. I was profusely told by a counselor that was actually molested himself for 13 years by his grandfather. So that would obviously cause some sexual confusion in somebody's life. And that was like the go-to thing. You're gay because you're molested. So when I met with one counselor, he said, you probably are suppressing molestation. And I told him, no, that's not true. I've never been molested. And counselor after counselor insisted that I had been molested. And finally, when I got fed up, I just said, why do you need to know how many times I masturbate during the week? Why are you insisting I was molested when it never happened? And then I was deemed undeliverable, rebellious, and arrogant to the program. And as a teenager, that was incredibly damaging because I loved the church, I loved my ministry, and I just wanted to do what God wanted me to do.
Were you ever suicidal?
Oh, most definitely. And when I was crawling into that mental state, I kind of was not very aware of it as it was happening. But yes, I was most definitely suicidal.